A biblical story inspired by book of Isaiah 65, verse 24. In a quiet village on the edge of the wilderness, there lived a young man named Eliab. Life had not been kind to him. His father had passed, his family land had withered in drought, and each day felt like a battle just to survive. Eliab believed in God, but lately his prayers felt empty. Night after night, he would look up at the sky and whisper, "Lord, do you hear me?" One season, the drought became worse. The river that once flowed near the village turned to dust. Crops failed, animals grew weak, and fear settled into every home. One evening, Eliab sat outside his small house, too tired to even pray. His heart was heavy, his strength gone. For the first time, he didn't speak. He only thought, "God, I don't even know what to say anymore." That night, something unexpected happened. Clouds began to gather in the distance. No one had prayed for rain that day. No prophet had declared it. No sign had been given. Yet the wind shifted, and by midnight, rain began to fall. Not a small rain, but a deep, steady, soaking rain. The dry ground drank it in. The empty riverbed slowly began to fill. Crops that seemed dead started to revive. By morning, the entire village stood outside in amazement. Eliab stepped into the rain, letting it fall on his face. Tears mixed with the water as he realized something powerful. He had not spoken a full prayer. He had not cried out loudly. He had not even finished forming the words. Yet God had answered. Days later, an old traveler passed through the village. Seeing the restored land, he smiled and said, "The Lord is faithful. Before his people call, he answers. While they're still speaking, he hears." Eliab's heart burned within him. That was exactly what had happened. From that day on, everything changed for him, not just the land, but his understanding of God. He no longer prayed out of fear or desperation. He prayed with confidence. When challenges came again, as they always do, Eliab stood firm. Whether his prayers were loud or silent, long or short, he knew one truth. God was not waiting to hear him. God was already listening. Years later, Eliab became known in the region as a man of deep faith. People would come to him in times of trouble, asking, "How do you trust God so completely?" And he would answer, "I learned that God doesn't wait for perfect prayers. He responds to the heart. Before you speak, he already knows. And before you finish asking, he is already moving." And so the village that once suffered in silence became a place of testimony. A reminder that God's presence is not delayed, his hearing is not distant, and his answers are not late. Because the God of heaven is always near, even before a single word is spoken.